to Inspire. It's your mama's favorite podcast. Dude, it's been a struggle because I've been hiding this since I came over because I wanted to show you on air.
What?
I'm a taken man, dude.
Oh, he's rocking the ring.
So I bought rubber ones, two. Both sizes were wrong. And they're a size next to each other. Like I went to the smallest and I went to the next one and it was too big. Look, one was too small, one was too big. And my anniversary was a couple days ago. There's a little box with a ring in it, dude.
Let's go. She got you one?
Finally got her on board to me having an engagement ring.
Hell yeah. I think I like this. I know we've talked about it, but I'm going to act like we haven't because I think there's a good discussion here. Because I am in the same boat as you where, like, why don't we fucking have a ring to wear?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that changing the status quo or changing the norm might actually gain some traction.
We saw... I thought that Edgar was married already because he always wore one. And so I went out with him and Matt one day. And I'm like, yo, was it a weird like process for you to try to get this? He said, yeah, she was really against it at first. But like eventually I kept wearing her down and she was like, you know what? It's actually sweet like that you want one. I'm like, I just want to be claimed. I want people to know like I'm engaged too, but I just look like a normal dude out here.
Yeah.
Now I look married. I look like I'm another step ahead. But like ultimately it's the same thing anyways. I've been rocking this babe for a couple days now.
Does it feel weird?
Yeah, I find myself fucking with it a lot. But like,
I feel like
I slept in it
like
was normal.
this.
Yeah, I definitely don't lift in it. I understand now why people got rubber ones.
Yep.
I went and had to throw it right in my pocket. But it's my engagement ring. Her mom was like, well, what are people going to, like, what's he going to say if people like refer to you as his wife? She's like, I'm pretty sure you're just going to roll with it.
Yeah.
And just like.
No, she's my fiance.
Actually, my fiance. It's my engagement ring. My wedding band's going to be gold.
I wonder if we could start a movement. Like, even if there's something different, like it's not on that finger or something like that. Like,
well, I think the other hand's for gay guys.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Let me move it. But no, I know what you're saying. Like, I don't know where else it would go, but I'm like, fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
Because their engagement ring goes on their ring finger.
That is facts.
They just get a second one. Maybe I just double band when I get married, dude.
Yeah, you get a big diamond next.
Uh-huh. I get the diamond on the wedding day. That'd be nice.
Let us know what you think. Do you think that guys should also rock engagement rings, or do you think that it should only be the females that are rocking the engagement rings?
I feel like people are going to be really against this. And I don't know why it's such a big thing, but like Mandy was not. She was like, no, you're not getting one. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I just want to be claimed.
I know I've brought up the idea to Lo, but I don't know if she was for or against it.
Well, I guess we're for now because she bought this one.
There we go.
And this one's like legit. It's not rubbish.
I was going to say, it looks...
She was like, I knew that you wanted to get... you can check it out, dude.
I want to see it.
Let me get it off first. She's like, I know... I have my dad's. Because I'm going to use my dad's for like my actual wedding band. Cool. And I just have to cut it down, but it's gold. And I knew I wanted to go gold. Oh, she's like, I'll get you a black one. Yeah. And actually, like, she's like, I didn't think I liked black, but it kind of like looks good. Yeah. I got little fingers.
Yeah, you really do.
It was like fitting on her.
Damn. Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
This finger's a lot bigger though. My right hand.
Really?
Which she said is normal, like, because it's your dominant hand.
Yeah.
Got more muscle in this finger, dude.
I was gonna make a joke, but I held back.
Yeah.
Well, you came forward with something, so I have to come forward with something to the viewers.
This is gonna be on your other hand.
No. You already know about this, but
oh.
So last week, if you guys tuned in, you found out that I had yet to sign up for my Ironman, and I made it seem as if slots were still open on air when we were filming live. But after the episode, pause, episode's over, iPad out. Dylan, the fucking race is booked. Dylan looks up from his phone. You're lying. Nope. So we were frantic looking online at the Chattanooga Ironman 70.3. And I'm like, dude, what do I do? Like, I've been training for this for a year. I've been fucking putting in. I hired a coach. We got to figure something out. So he's looking on his phone. I'm looking on my phone. I'm like, oh my God. And he goes, you see the special event? I said, that's why I just said, oh my God. So, letting you guys know, don't save pennies when you sign up for something by being like, sign up for it down the road.
When you commit.
When you commit, fucking commit. Commit to the coach, commit to the race, commit to the bike, commit to the shoes, like whatever it is, commit to it, because I genuinely thought, like, this race isn't going to fill up. Like, I'll just sign up for it down the road.
After the fact, like, after we realized it was sold out, I'm like, it makes sense. They only have so many a year. Like, people train for these so far out. They're, like, only in certain locations. So, like, people are, like, planning their whole trip around it so they can try to qualify for something like that.
Yeah.
Because there's certain slots at different ones. So, like, after I thought about it, I'm like, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Why it's sold out already. And also, it's close. It's not like it's 5 months out still. It's next month.
Yeah, it was 35 days away when I signed up for it.
So you're going to have a cool experience there, I guess.
Yeah. So, long story short, I was like, well, fuck. Do I pick a different race? There's one in Charlotte in September or whenever it was. I was like, God, that's far out. There's one in Ohio in July. And then you guys are like, yeah, but the heat. I was like, fuck.
Actually, I didn't consider that.
Oh, Lo and Amanda brought that up then after you left.
I didn't consider that. That is true.
And I was like, oh, my God. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, I can't fucking not sign up for this. I can't. Guess I'm going to have to buy the special event package. That was double the price.
I actually think that the event was more than the cost of the actual admission.
Yes, it was. So, as if this Ironman hasn't been enough fucking money for me, I bit the bullet because, you know, when you come across stuff like this, you can either take 2 paths. It would have been very easy for me to be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just not going to do the race.
I think that would have been my path.
I think
that would have been my path.
I trained for it, is what it is. Like, I got a story to tell now. But then I was thinking in my head, like, you might have that mindset now. But I know one day you will look back and be like, you should have fucking did it.
100%. This is why, though, we should document these fucking races better. Like, this whole thing would have been not funny, but funny.
Yeah.
But, like, to look back on in a few years, it would have been nice to have.
Yeah.
And we have this, but, like, how often are we really going to watch this back?
Not often. So, you know, we talk about that it's the journey that gets you to the finish line. It's not the finish line that tells the journey.
Yeah.
And this was just another thing. So I was like, you know what? I got to lay in the bed that I made for myself. I'm going to pay double. I'm really going to get the most out of this because now I'm like invested. But you want to hear a breakdown of how much this fucking Ironman has costed me?
I was just thinking, like, you're planning a wedding and this is probably your biggest expense this year.
Yeah, 100%.
Damn, dude, that's so unprofessional.
Wow, that's really unprofessional. Business is calling, though, baby.
You're going to tell how much this Ironman's cost you?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I am. Because...
I mean, I could take, like, a stab. Actually, no, I can't. Now I'm thinking about, like, is this like...
take a stab, but the reason why I want to say how much it is because I was having a conversation the other day, and I'm like, I think if these were more affordable, and I'm not talking about the gear. The gear's cool, like, it is what it is. I'm talking about the actual race.
If you're going to, like, get into it as a thing, that's fine, because the gear is going to be interchangeable.
Yeah.
It's a one-time investment, you're done. But the race itself, I already know is expensive.
Yeah. Because
your boy paid over $1,000 for an Ironman that he never did.
Well, your boy's paying over $1,000 for an Ironman he's doing.
Oh, I know. I saw the package. So am I, like, ballparking the entire thing?
Yeah, hold on. I want to tell the price because... One, I wish that they were more affordable, so that way more people could do it, because I do think that more people would buy into it, because the race alone is a sticker shock. You see that, and you tell people, it's like, why the fuck are you going to pay that much money to go and run and swim and bike? And so, again, there's a lot in this process that you learn. It's not just about the fucking race, and it's not just about saying, I completed an Ironman 70.3. The journey to get to this point is revolutionary in your life. You learn things during training that we'll dive into after the pricing, but this is why I want to say it, because it might sound like a lot, and it is a lot of money, but dude, it's elevating me in so many different areas of life. And we've touched on it and we've talked about it, but I haven't had like the passion exude from me, and I feel like I'm in that state right now.
Now you spent the money, like, fuck it, dude, this is my identity.
Yeah, so what do you think? And I don't have the final calculations.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, is this including fuel? Or is this just straight up like gear? Race fees.
Fuck, I didn't even think.
I know. I don't think it's gonna change much. It's at least $5,000.
Sponsored time. You guys know the deal. Here at DTI, we want to help people live a healthier, happier lifestyle. We're excited to partner with First Form because their mission is to impact one person's life a day. First Form gives us the capabilities to help you guys reach and achieve the goals you set forth. Utilize First Form through their supplements or their merchandise to live a more active lifestyle, putting yourself first and prioritizing the things that are important. Try First Form today with the link below. Back to the show. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, it's more than that. So, I bought a bike. Granted, you don't have to buy this nice of a bike.
You got brand new too, right?
It was
But it's
last
from a
year's
bike
model.
shop?
No,
Oh,
I got
okay.
it off of somebody.
Okay.
My bike, $3,000.
I didn't know your bike was that much.
Yeah.
And that's without pedals, without aero bars, without all of the extra shit on it?
Yeah, but that's also with handlebar grips. That's with technology on it. That's with bottles on it. So, like, I did get extra stuff buying it off of this guy, and it was a great deal because if that bike was still in stores when I bought it, if I would have bought that bike in stores, it would have been $5,400.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
So I got a great deal on it. Great bike. But
I just thought about it. You also got the trainer.
yeah, which was just as much as the fucking bike.
Is it for real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I got a deal on it. Yeah. So
I
we're
had
at,
like a $50 Amazon trainer when I was training. It like just clamped onto my tire. Sometimes it'd come off. I'd fucking skirt across.
oh,
the-
you're talking about that trainer.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my trainer,
Your coach.
my coach.
Okay. No, I'm talking about like the kicker.
Mm-mm. So 6,000 right there. Then I bought an indoor bike with the kicker stand trainer.
Oh, wait, you use a different bike. You don't
yeah.
hook your bike up to it?
You haven't seen my setup out there?
I don't know. I thought you put your bike so you get used to riding your bike on the kicker.
No, because I wanted it to be separate. So that way, if I wanted to go on the road, I could go on the road. So again, there's cheaper ways to do all of this. This is what it cost me. This is the route I wanted to take. I knew the expenses.
Don't let me forget I have something I need to ask you around training
Okay.
after this. It's very important because if it hasn't happened, you need to do this.
Okay. Open water swim?
No. Have you changed your tires? Like if you went through the process of if you get a flat, how you do this?
No, but
Bro, it
luckily
took
my
me-
package includes that. So that's one benefit.
Oh, like they'll change it for you on
Yeah.
course?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you're waiting for. I guess you're not going for a time, so it doesn't matter if you wait. Bro, the first time my first ride ever, I got a flat. And the fucking little like portable air wasn't working. So I had to walk my bike a mile home. It took me over an hour to get my new tube on and like readjust. It was the back tire. Like because I had to reset all the fucking gears.
Damn.
Over an hour, dude. If I did that on course, I'd be frantic.
Yeah.
This
Maybe
was like
I'll
me in my living room, flipped over, fucking tossing shit, finding new tools.
Maybe I'll go to the bike shop and have them show me that this weekend since I'm off for a couple days.
Yeah.
So, $3,000 for the bike, $3,000 for the trainer or coach. My trainer, $1,300. So we're at $7,300.
Wetsuit?
No, haven't had to get one of those. Might rent one if needed on the course, so that way I don't have to buy it. Let's think. The race, $1,000. No, actually, I lied. It was $1,200. So 8,500.
Oh my god, bro.
Then you got to think the pedals that I got, the extra attachments for my stationary bike.
I'm stressed right now.
We'll say that was another, well, plus shoes. We'll say that's another like $350. So 88.50. Then you got to think like the supplements from First Form, all that. We'll say that we're at like $9,000 now.
You counting running shoes in there?
Running shoes, another $100 so far, but I'll have to buy another pair, so we'll just say
92.
$250. 9,200. We're gonna have hotels. So
We're looking at 10 grand.
10 grand, 10, 11 grand to do this.
And that's like just the cost of entry, basically.
Yeah.
Just to show up.
Now, granted, you could get a bike that's $600.
Mine was
You
$700.
could get a trainer, like the trainer that uses your existing bike for $300, $500, I think. So like, there's ways to do this for probably easily under $3,000. If you pay for the race, that's only $450, not fucking $1,200. So it's insane. Like, yes, it is crazy how much I've spent on this race. But again, like,
Can't agree.
I'm taking the positives away because it wasn't all up front. Like,
Right.
I got the bike almost a year before I signed up for the coach, and then I paid for this and so it all flowed. So it wasn't just like, oh, here's a check or here's a payment. Yeah. And so for that, it doesn't seem as daunting because, again, those weren't all hitting at once. And so it was easy. But now looking back at it, I'm like, holy shit.
For most people, though, looking back over a year, $10,000 is still daunting.
Yeah, dude. It's a lot of fucking money. And so, like, I've even had thoughts of, like, okay, maybe I'll sell my trainer after this. Maybe I'll sell my bike and just get a cheaper one. Because, again, like, do I need all this stuff?
If you're not going to race again.
If I'm not going to race again. So I could probably still sell my bike for what I bought it for because I got that good of a deal on it. The trainer I could probably sell for a couple $100 less. So, like, I'll get probably close to, like, $4,000 back, $5,000 back, which would be really nice.
Mm-hmm. Especially because that is all at once.
Yeah. So that'll be really good. And I truly do think I'm going to do that and just buy like a cheaper bike, but we'll see what happens. I mean, it's all paid for. And luckily I'm in the position where I'm able to do that.
Yeah. That's the thing about it.
And so that's the main thing about it. Because just like in life, like your first car is not the nicest car, but then your next car, like you hope is a little bit nicer. And the next car you hope is a little bit nicer. I was just fortunate to be able to kind of afford the nicer stuff up front.
Did you tell Ryan that you forgot to sign up?
No.
Or that you didn't
I'm going to wait until we're there. Unless he listens, but I don't think he does.
Oh, yeah. That'll probably be documented. He'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yep.
So, his reaction's going to be the same as mine, the same as Lowe's.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. When I saw her react the same way, I'm like, okay. I wasn't like off with me like being like, what the fuck? Dude, you didn't sign up yet?
Yeah.
Because hers was like kind of mean.
Well.
Her jaw dropped. She's like, "You're an idiot." I'm like, "Oh." I was like, "I got to go, dude."
Yeah. So again, very fortunate to be in the situation I'm in, to be able to get the stuff that I've gotten, to be able to train the way that I'm training. I didn't even think I was going to Lifetime. That's how many. Jesus Christ! There's probably another $1,000 right there. Yeah, I mean it's insane.
Yeah.
Looking back at it, it kind of makes me want to throw up, but it's already over and done with.
I'm going to look at a new gym today, speaking of Lifetime.
I like that.
It's the one at the end of my street. I know you've been there. They have sauna, cold plunge, and red light now.
Oh.
It's only $125 month to month.
That's major.
So I'm going in for a free day pass this afternoon.
Hell yeah.
Because I like that other one.
Awesome.
I like that other one I told you about, but it's almost $200.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's a hike. I could walk here. And even like if I still live in the area, it's a couple mile run over there, lift, and then run home. So I'm going to go check it out today, see what the sauna and cold plunge is looking like.
I'll be excited to see that too. If I lived closer, I would have been a member there when I went and toured it.
That's my biggest thing is like that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And getting a gym with it is a lot cheaper than buying a membership to one of those places because that shit is insane.
Yeah.
And right now, your boy needs recovery because my quads are blown the fuck up, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Back on leg day still.
Good.
But it's hurting.
Yeah. Well,
especially with the runs.
I've
been running through Dilworth and it is hilly.
Yeah, Dilworth is hilly. But yeah, so I'm like I said last time, I'm excited for this journey to wrap up though. I want the race to be here. I want it to be over with.
Your credit card's gonna be excited too.
Credit card's fine. Yeah, but I want to see how the mindset shifts during the race, after the race, what I take away from it. So I think this final stretch is gonna teach me even more than this whole journey has so far. But by God, is it going to be nice to go on these work trips and not have to wake up at 4:00 to get an hour and a half
even
bike
like
in.
It's honestly another reason that it's good that you just said fuck it, I'm just going to pay the extra and do this one. July's like middle of 2 bachelor parties.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, like you can kind of like just obviously you're going to keep training. You're not going to stop working out. That's just not what we do. But like, you're going to be able to like take your foot off the gas and enjoy these trips like with everybody. So I'm excited for that part for you.
Yeah.
Where like you're not stressing like, oh shit, I gotta go run for an hour and a half this morning.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we will see, but again, like people do fucking hard things, do things that make you uncomfortable, spend money that makes you uncomfortable. You will make it back and you will yield bigger return because you grow from these fucking things, dude. Like again, is it crazy how much I spent? Yes, but that's not the fucking point of it. People that focus on that are small-minded people that don't see the bigger picture. dude, I did this so that way I don't go down a bad path. I did this so that way I get more discipline in this area. I did that. So, and it all funnels to make you a better fucking person because you're getting out of your comfort zone and you're trying something new. You're doing something different. And guess what? It's impacting people. I just got a DM from somebody 2 days ago who, like, internally, I'm not going to say I look up to them, but, like, they've always been somebody where I'm like, dude, like, you're fucking killing it in life. Like, you're going after dreams. You're going after goals. They reached out to me and was like, hey, man, I just want to let you know that your consistency made me get started in this area. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even know that they looked at my shit. And so it's just a constant reminder. And this is, dude, fucking documenting and showing these journeys. Like, we got to stop being so complacent. And we have to, like, hold each other to higher standards, because what we're doing, the things that we focus on, the way that we live, all of this stuff is impacting fucking people and will impact people. And we need to stop making excuses of, oh, we don't have time to do this. We don't have, fuck that. We have to find a way to make this time. It's important to us. I know it is. We would not have been this consistent with what we're doing in life before we started this. While we're doing it, we have to show these journeys more.
100%. It would be easy for us to just keep doing this, just this, and look like we're living it. Like, you don't have to. To go back, I was going to make this comment earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt this tangent. The money is the biggest limiting factor for people, 100%. But also, I'm a big proponent of the money's going to get spent anyways. Dude, even like the fact that I'm going to tour this gym today, it's $125. I'm like, do I want to spend that on a gym? But also, like, working out is arguably the most important thing that I do on a daily basis. Why would I not just go spend? I will quickly, bro, go drop $150 on a restaurant bill. Not even fucking blink twice, dude. And I'm like, I will do that a couple times a week. Why can't I go fucking drop $125 at a gym where it's going to help me recover better? It's going to help me do all this shit. Like, I don't know what you all spend your money on, but the money's getting spent. I promise you that there's somewhere you can tighten up and make whatever you want to happen.
Yep. 100%. It's just, is that money going to benefit you? Again, going out and spending it on random shit, spending it on Amazon, fucking having deliveries come every single day, that stuff's probably not benefiting you. You probably don't need it. So why don't you change, get a little uncomfortable, get a little comfortable being uncomfortable, and try something new, try something different, invest in a different area, so that way you can then take that and elevate in life. And again, you might spend that money and be like, I fucking hated it. But guess what?
You learned.
Exactly. And that's the moral of the story, is you got to take these lessons and you got to fucking run with it. You're not going to get lessons out of life doing the same fucking stuff day in and day out every single weekend. You're not going to grow or do something that's going to elevate you to reach your dreams, to reach your heights that you're meant to reach if you're going to the same local fucking bars every single weekend, if you're hanging around the same fucking people every single weekend, if you're doing the same stuff every single weekend or every single week. You will never grow if you're not challenging yourself to think different, to be different, to act different. And in order to do those things, you have to do fucking hard stuff. You have to make hard decisions. Running a 5K might not be the hard thing. Running the 5K might be the money, because you're like, shit, I don't have an extra $100 to spend on a race, or $60. But guess what? You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know what somebody's going to say. You don't know what lesson you can take out of that. How many times have we been to a race and somebody just says something and you're like, that fucking hit?
This sparks an idea.
Yeah. And then it gets you thinking next. And then you finish it and you're like, wow, I like this feeling. I like this energy. Now I'm going to go and do this. And it doesn't all have to be physical stuff. It can be business related. It can be stepping into a new church. It can be going to a coffee shop. It can be doing anything. Just get out of your comfort zone and try something new. Stop going with your routine. If you're in life right now and you're like, fuck, I want this to change, or I want this to be different, or why does this keep happening to me? Look and see if your patterns have changed. Look and see if your habits have changed. If they're not, and you're doing the same consistent stuff, why do you expect results to yield from that?
Optic Nerve was our very first sponsor here at the Desire to Inspire podcast, and it's still one that we are pumped to be partnered up with today. I was linked up with them when I was living in Colorado. They are owned and operated out of Vail, and all of their products get tested in the mountains, so you know that it's built for an active lifestyle. Freddie and I rock these things all the time. They are made with planet-friendly materials from recycled plastics to natural wood, and every pair comes with a lifetime warranty. So, I mean, what are you really doing? Hit the link in our bio, support DTI, support Octave Nerve, look fly doing it. Whether you're just out enjoying a nice stroll or getting active, Optic Nerve has got your back. So go to opticnerve.com and use code DTI for 20% off your orders today. That's opticnerve.com, code DTI.
Nothing is ever going to change. Nothing's ever going to develop from you staying in the same place that you're at right now.
But you also have to be real with yourself about it. Like, you have to understand that, like, if something's not changing, be real about the core reason. Because it's easy for us to be like, oh, it's because of the people I'm with, or oh, it's because I have this job, or oh, because I'm in this place. Like, you are also making choices in all of those things. And it may seem like they're outside factors, but you always have a fucking choice, man. And I actually just recorded a video for this. It was supposed to go up yesterday. It kept failing. So my run thoughts hasn't been up, and I didn't want to take your day, so it didn't go up today. But it was all about, like, just you talk and have been talking about, like, how you spend a lot of time alone. Mm-hmm. And a lot of, like, my daily activities, like work, I'm around people. Even, like, when I'm outside of work, like, I'm around Mandy a lot. But I've been making it a point to, like, isolate myself for training. And, like, even if we go to the gym together, like, we don't speak once we're in the gym. Like, we do our thing. We hit the sauna. We leave. But my runs, I've been no music, no podcast, no nothing. And it's, like, giving me time to, like, be isolated, be intentional, and just reflect. Mm-hmm. And without even knowing it, like, all of the issues of, like, what is holding you back, what excuse are you making, just come up. And so it's, you have to make the space to allow yourself to understand what the problem is. Mm-hmm. You have to get away from all the outside noise, the other people's opinions, whatever it is, like whatever fear you have, and just sit down and fucking be real with yourself about, why am I not progressing to where I want to be?
Yeah.
Because you always know the answer. You just have to let yourself hear it.
Yep. And a choice doesn't have to be something that it's like, I'm going to do this, which will then do this. So, like, I'm going to apply for jobs to then get out of this situation. Mm-hmm. A choice can be simply a mindset. A choice that you're going to be like, I'm going into today with a good attitude no matter what comes my way. And I understand that I might face some of the same bullshit that I faced for the last 2 months that bothers me, that gets on my nerves. But instead of letting it bother me and get on my nerves today, I'm going to be like, you know what? I knew this was coming. Check it off. Send it. Don't think about it. Or having the choice to be like, you know what? Instead of bitching about work, instead of talking about work after work, I'm going to leave it at work today. And when I go home, we're just going to focus on the things that, you know, we want to talk about outside of that environment. So a choice doesn't always have to be like a tangible thing that you can see. It can just be simply waking up, being like, today I'm going to shower and I'm going to take a cold one at the end. Or it can be like, you know what? I'm going to start journaling today because I'm having a lot of thoughts on my mind. Or it can be simply sitting in your car, closing your eyes and taking a deep breath before you walk into that building. It will completely change your life to just...
I like the idea that the choice can just be a mindset shift, because so many people think about it as like, I need to get out of the situation. I need a new job. I need to be in a new city. I need to be around new people. But if you can't change yourself, you're not going to change any of that other shit. And so I like that a lot. I've never really looked at it like that, but it is true. The more like you just focus on, I think actually people go into situations looking for things to react to, so they have an excuse to let that type of shit out.
Yeah.
I can be an asshole. I can be negative. I can be this and that because this happened. Like, I have an excuse now of why I'm acting this way. Mm-hmm. When really, if you just shifted it, it can go the complete opposite direction.
Yeah. Yeah. It's little changes. It's little things. I mean, I think that idea of it can be a mindset shift. Tyler popped up, who did one of the conferences at Do Hard Things, because he said, like, you know, being a parent's cool. And you ask everybody, you know, how's parenting, this and that. And everybody's like, oh, it's great, blah, blah, blah. And then he was
blessing.
Like, yeah. And then he was like, you know, sometimes parenting fucking sucks. And that's just a plain, simple truth that nobody talks about. But guess what? You get through it. He goes, you might have to step into the bathroom and take 10 deep breaths, then walk back out and be like, all right, we're going to approach this situation different. And sometimes that's all it is. Like, don't think that these things have to always be something. The choice to just step back, take a deep breath, close your eyes, regroup, that's a choice to be a little better, to be a little calmer, to be a little bit more relaxed, to realize, you know what? We're going to get through this. It's going to be all right. And so
you make like several thousand choices a day, dude. Like it's some insane number.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 10 or 12,000 or something. Like it's something really high. I don't know.
Like just start changing some of them.
Yep.
For the better. Everything in your life is going to change. Choices, habits, whatever the fuck it is, like, because that is going to become a habit.
Mm-hmm.
You reacting to things in a positive way. You stepping back before you react. It's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah. And it goes back. It all starts with you.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody else going to make you think or act differently until you do it yourself. And so, again, I had the choice to do this Ironman or not. I had the choice to buy that bike or not. I had the choice, and all of those were decisions that I had to make that are, again, altering my life and, like, what's important. Like, dude, I've established so many good, better habits. I've focused my time and energy on so many different things, which has turned certain aspects around. Now my creativity's better. My mindset's clear. I'm not as foggy. I'm thinking of new ideas. None of that would have came if I wasn't doing this Ironman, dude.
Yeah.
None of it. And so I look back at this and I'm constantly thinking and writing down in my journal and like talking about the mindset shifts, the direction that I'm going, the challenges that I'm facing, the busyness of life, like all these different factors. I'm aware of all of them, and I realize that I'm not perfect in any of them, but like this one's tightening up a little bit. This one's getting a little looser to push itself out. And so it's cool because I even think like relationships and how I'm approaching those and things are changing as well in a very positive way. But it's wild. The universe really does start talking back to you when you start changing.
Yeah, this one was more like a forced change for you. Like you made the choice to commit to this, and it forces everything in your life to change. Like it's a hard redirect, and it's such different training than you were doing before. Like it's everything is now looked at in a different perspective, in a different lens. But I think that's important in life. Like you need these big things to redirect you.
Yeah.
And I had knew that it would, which is why I kept pushing you to do it, and why I pushed you to go talk to Ryan while we were in Colorado.
Yeah, thanks, fucker. This $12,000 I spent was because of fucking you.
But I do think like when you look back, like that investment is gonna be drops in the fucking bucket, man.
Yep. I like truly have no regret spending a single penny that I've spent so far. Because again, if I was focusing on the money, then I'm not in it for the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
What I complain about, swimming, yeah, fucking sucks. That's
the cheapest leg.
Yeah, that's worse than the fucking money. But guess what? Getting a little bit better at swimming. Challenging myself during the swims.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, I was cussing myself out. You fucking suck. You can't swim. How can't you fucking swim? Blah, blah, blah. Now I'm like, all right, focus on this. Take this breath here. Focus on this stride. And I get done, and even though I still have yet to complete the duration of a single swim workout, I know I'm getting better. I know I'm getting stronger. I know it's going to be fine. It's just part of the process. You're not going to be good at certain aspects of it. But it's teaching me the lessons. I'm going in with the right mindset. I ain't trying to do it in a half hour. Hell, if it takes me an hour and 15 minutes, so fucking be it.
You said under an hour.
I know. That's my goal. So it's cool, man. Fucking challenge yourself, people. Do hard things. Make yourself uncomfortable. Sweat a little bit. If you only got $100 in the bank and you spend $60 on a race, you're going to sweat a little bit. Fuck, how am I going to pay for this? It's going to come back around. Don't fucking think about it, though. Don't fucking think about it. Just keep moving forward. It's crazy.
It is. It is. I didn't know if you were going somewhere else, so I was giving you time. But on the topic of do hard things, I feel like we've been doing that this season. We've been having some real conversations. We can wrap up with this, but I wanted to touch on a couple weeks ago. We had a little bit of a heavier episode. At least that I feel like seemed heavy, which I didn't think. Yes, like watching it back, it was a little heavy, but I didn't think it was that heavy. Yeah. I think you opening up with breath work probably made it seem heavier than it was. But we got a text about it, and I just want to like be transparent. Like this is a very small snippet of our lives. Mm-hmm. Like we come here and we talk about stuff and we're vulnerable, but like that heaviness wasn't as heavy even in the moment as it came across on camera. And like, it's just for other people to realize like, yo, shit can be heavy in this moment, but it doesn't have to cloud everything else.
Yeah.
But I am just proud in general of the fact that like we would have never done this on the first 100 episodes, dude. Like we would have never had that conversation. We probably would have just said, fuck it, let's record another day.
Yeah.
But I feel like the things that we're doing are making an impact, and we're seeing that through that text that we received. Was it like the shit we're talking about might not even be like, it's actually, I know it's not. It's not groundbreaking things.
Yeah.
Like we're not saying anything that hasn't been said 100 times, but we are living it out. And I think like that is what is important to take away. So just proud of you, proud of me for having these conversations and just being open, because we definitely would not have done that before.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cool. And that's what it's about. Even when it comes down to like editing certain things out or this or that, like, no, this is fucking authentically us, man. And like you said, the first 100 episodes, we would have never. I was thinking about other people's opinions. I was thinking about what is this long term, but like, no, fuck that. Like, there's ups and downs in lives. There's some where it's going really good. There's some where it's really stressful. There's some where it's really busy. There's some where it's really heavy. But like, at the end of the day, all the people that are watching this go through those same things.
Yeah.
So why are we only going to show the good stuff? Why are we only going to show... They can't relate. People can't relate to that. There's too many of that fake stuff on the internet.
Yeah. It is life, and that's why it's important that we continue to showcase it. It's like, 1 week, we might be in a heavy place. The next week, we might be fucking around. This week was super light, I feel like.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about anything crazy, but it's just the way that life goes. Like, it's going to ebb and flow, and it's not like the heavy shit went away. It's still probably lingering in the air. It's just about that choice of letting it affect you or not.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I responded, I mean, at that moment, there was like one thing after another that just, so yeah, needed a.
Usually how it goes.
I talked about the deep breaths in this episode. Like, dude, those are so critical. It literally just like that little thing that I just did right there, even though I wasn't focusing on it, made me like relax a little bit. And so again, take a step back. It's okay to show it in front of the camera. It's okay to show it in front of your people, like whatever. But it's
if
just,
more people actually physically stepped back and took a breath when like frustration's happening in a group, I think everyone around them like respect the next response that they give a lot more. Like, cause we've both been in situations where we're in a group and tensions are high and people just get more and more heated. Jabs are getting thrown. Like, imagine if one of those people just stepped back and took breaths and then like not even like a literal one step backwards and just came back to the group. I think everybody be like, okay, like this is going to be more thoughtful. They're trying to not escalate this anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
That should be a more normalized thing.
Should be. Maybe I'll start doing that.
I mean, I hope I'm not in that many high tension situations to where I need to, but I do think it would help.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this was fun. I like this episode. I had a topic in mind, didn't cover it like we normally don't do, even when we have topics.
I didn't have any besides this bad boy.
I'm just going to leave this one simple. Challenge yourself by doing hard things and getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to change in order for anything else in your life to change. So go out there, do hard things, but also while you're doing it, have the desire to inspire, because when people see you take that first step, see you take that new journey on, it motivates them even if they're not sharing it. But what's important is doing it for yourself and starting today, not waiting any longer. So kiss your mama for us. That's all we got. It's on.
Peace.